Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to be working outside all day long. I'm going to be cutting a bunch of logs for
when we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
my 3 raised beds that I built yesterday. And as you know, I use a hugelkultur method. And I need logs, I need chips, wood chips, not potato chips, okay? And I need to fill them in with dirt, compost, peat moss, all that kind of stuff. So let me show you what I've done yesterday in one day. I built 3 beds. So here it is, guys. Bed number 1, bed number 2, and bed number 3. This one's already filled, as you saw me do a few days ago. I used half of the wood chips, and today I'm gonna get some logs, fill them in with logs as much as I can. Not fill it in, but maybe a third to maybe half of logs, and add the chips, the soil, the compost. And then I built these 2 beds, and these were super easy. That one I didn't even have to level. This one I had to level just a tad, but yeah, it came out perfectly. But yeah, they're done. And now I can start planting in a few days. So yeah, I want to finish filling them in and start planting. And yeah, it's gonna be a busy summer out here. Now these 2 beds, I was gonna put them over there next to those over there, but then I decided at the very last minute to put them here. That will be better, yeah, at this location. And yeah, one thing is I need to fence this in as well. I have deer, I have rabbits, I have groundhogs. The groundhog and the rabbits live under my shed, so I'm gonna get maybe 6-7 foot tall fence and build it around this area to prevent these animals from eating my stuff. But look at this. Oh, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be my sofrito garden this year. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray a little bit of tick repellent on myself. I don't wanna get Lyme's disease. Either spray yourself or eat a lot of garlic. All right, so what do I need? The usual. I need my picaroon and my, yeah, you guessed it, chainsaw. All right, today I'm gonna take my Echo chainsaw and I'm gonna check for gasolina. All right, where's my doohickey thingy? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna check for gas. I'm gonna check for bar oil. And then we're gonna go out there with the tractor. Looks good. Every time I go out there with the chainsaw, I like to top it off before going out, because I don't want to stop halfway and have to come back. But I know I'm gonna be out there for quite a long time, so I'm gonna leave the gas and oil here, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fill up with gas at least one more time. I plan to cut a lot of wood. Yeah, oil was decent. All right, let's get the show on the road. Hi, chickadees. It's such a long distance to the mailbox that I use the tractor to go get my mail. But I know there was a couple of logs around here that I need to cut. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I think that tree's dead. Maybe I'll cut that later. But there's a couple of logs on the ground. Those are kind of small. There's that one, but that's way too far gone. I don't know. Let's take a look at this one. Is it too far gone? Yeah, it's crumbling. I mean, this will be ideal, but I will have to cut it into small pieces, obviously, because it'll be, yeah, look at this. Yeah, you know, stuff like this will be good, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it. I want something sturdier, but this kind of stuff you can definitely use. But as I'm looking at it, it's kind of hollow in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna pass for now. All right, I see a couple of branches over there. Maybe that's good. And I have a few branches over here too. I'm gonna cut those next. So guys, I spent a few minutes clearing around this tree here. I didn't record it, but I just wanted to mention that, see all those leaves and small branches? You can use those to build up your raised bed, okay? All of that stuff is excellent, and it will decompose. Obviously, the bigger the logs, the better, but you can add a couple of hundred small branches if that's all you have. Leaves, whatever. So I'm just gonna collect in a couple of minutes a few of these small branches and put them inside my bed. Oh, and by the way, this is load numero 3, number 3. This is the most fun I've had in like 4 or 5 months. Yeah. I'm gonna do in a few minutes, I'm gonna sharpen my chain on the chainsaw. I haven't sharpened it in a few months, but this is what it looks like, guys. See, put it in some kind of order. Normally you can get away with just filling it up about 1/3 of the bed, and I did a little bit more than 1/3. I tend to get carried away because I have so much of this wood out there that I need to put it to good use. This is all organic stuff, mostly hardwoods, and wow, my god, this is gonna be awesome. Now remember that, look at this bed. You see this bed? The soil comes to maybe about 1 inch above the top. By next year it's gonna be 3 or 4 inches below, and the reason is because this also has all those logs at the bottom, but over time they decompose and everything goes down a little bit. So yeah, you may want to, if you do it the way I do it, then put up just add a little bit more dirt than you need. So guys, I use this Easy Do to sharpen my chainsaws. You can do it by hand with the regular file saw, but I found out that it takes a little bit too long. And this particular chainsaw I've had for maybe 20 years when I lived in the city or in the suburbs of the city. And back then I never sharpened the chain before. And I used this in the city maybe just a few times, not a whole lot. So I do remember throwing at least one chain away and just buying a new one. So when I moved here to this property, I asked a couple of friends, hey, what is it? What do you do with your chains once they become dull? Because after a while, after many uses, they do tend to become dull and you have to sharpen them. One of my friends suggested that I send it out via mail to a couple of companies that do them that way. You ship it to them and they'll ship it right back to you. I think it costs about maybe $7, $8, $9, $10 per, for them to sharpen your chains. Another friend took it to a local hardware store where they did that kind of work. But in my case, I figured that I needed to buy something like this, or it could also be a Dremel, by the way. And it's in the beginning when I started doing this kind of work, I wasn't doing it properly, but over time I learned how to do it properly, and it's a lot faster. So if you're gonna be cutting a lot of wood like I do, it's best just to, in my opinion, it's best just to use a tool like this, so that way you can sharpen them at your property in just a couple of minutes. So yeah, this works for me. Now, in the beginning, I wasn't sharpening them the right way, so when I cut the wood, I noticed that it was just cutting sideways, and that's because the sharpening was not even. And over time, I learned how to do it just fine. It took maybe 3, 4, 5 tries, something like that, right? And in my case, as long as you sharpen at a 30-degree angle, they're fine. Now these chains, you can sharpen them maybe 6 or 7 times. After that, you do have to throw them away. But this particular chain I've had in here, wow, many times, and I probably sharpened this about 4 or 5 times already. This particular chain, and I know in a couple of months maybe, I'm gonna have to replace it. So, tip for today. All right, guys, so I took a lunch, I sharpened my chain, and now I'm about to go ahead and start filling in all the other beds, the other 2 beds. I don't know if I want to bore you with that, which is the same as the first one, but once I'm done, I'll show you. And right before I add the wood chips, I'm going to show you that as well. Branches up here, guys. I cut a lot of this up for burning wood on my boiler, so I have enough here to fill up my last 2 beds. Check this out. Tree there, tree over there, a tree there. All right. So bed number 1 is done, and I'm done with bed number 2 and bed number 3. Check it out, guys. It's a thing of beauty. Here's the last one. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw all of those wood chips into my first bed. One bucket at a time. All right, guys, I'm using all the wood chips for this one bed. And now I'm just gonna spread it. Yeah, I filled a little bit more than half with wood and wood chips. So I'm gonna stop here for now, guys, and tomorrow I'm gonna go get more wood chips. Yeah, it's been a super busy day. I'm tired, and there's one thing I haven't done yet today. Well, I did this morning at 7:30. We had 3 eggs, and I'm about to go get more eggs now. How many do you think I have? I better have about 7 or 8. Out of the 3 eggs this morning, 1 was a very, very small egg, a tiny egg, maybe less than 1/4 the size of a normal egg. So I have one of my hens, every now and then she'll lay like a tiny egg, almost like a pigeon egg. I don't know why. And that's the 3rd one this year. But the chickens are doing well, and here they are. They're spread all over the place. The roosters, yeah, they kind of like hang out over here by this fence, and they try to kick each other's butts, but obviously they can't get through because of the mesh, the fence. But if that fence wasn't there, oh my gosh, pandemonium will break out. All right, they're all here for the snack, for their treat. What do you guys want? You want a treat? Huh? Layla's always first, and so is El Jefe. You guys love this stuff, don't you? Now there's Mala right there. You know, Mala's a Barnevelder, and all the Barnevilders, I have 4 of them. That one too, the one with the bare back. They're like road runners. Those 2 are Barnevelders over there. I could never catch one, except Mala lately. She's been a little bit more docile, but her sisters, wow, they're very, very skittish. Beep beep. See? you can't catch them, and they're fast. But you got, you know, Lila here, Bella, you can touch them at least. El Jefe, I could probably grab him. He's a little big and slow, but yeah, let me give them a treat because they're waiting. I can't make them wait. All right, chickadees, come on. Here's your treat. I gotta give El Guapo his cut. Here we go, Guapo. You doing better? Your face doesn't look all that well. All right, guys, let's see how many eggs I have. Okay. All right, I have 3 here. 3. We got 4. I have 6 eggs here, plus 3 this morning. That's 9. Oh, I do get 9 to 12 eggs a day. Sometimes they'll lay an egg out here, so that's why I'm out here checking. And let's see, inside there's nothing. So yeah, 9 today. I doubt they'll lay another one. You know, sometimes, some days, most days I do get around, my average is about 10, but like I said earlier, we got 3 this morning. So yeah, but that's good. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go inside, maybe have dinner. It's about 5:30 p.m. and today's date is what? I don't even know what today's date is. I think it's a Thursday. Retired life, you know what I mean. For those of you that are retired, oh my God, May 11th. Okay, yeah, so yeah, being retired is awesome, by the way. When you're retired, you don't know what day it is, what date. All I know today is that it was sunny. I went out, cut a bunch of logs. I worked outside all day. I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, the day after, all the way through, hopefully October. I have about 999 projects to do, and one of them is that truck over there. Yeah, I'll get it done eventually. All right, guys, with that, you have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Hasta mañana. Bye.